Today we find ourselves in Modern once again and facing down against a deck I did not expect at all. Let's see how it goes. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Modern gameplay video. We are enjoying our Aura Hexproof deck quite a bit, and so I thought I'd keep this going here. We're gonna see how this goes. I've been really just trying to get better, to be honest. And I'm a slow learner, and so it's taken me some time. I do appreciate you guys like hanging out and watching this, because I know it is outside the norm for what we usually do on this channel, but it is actually a blast, and this is certainly my preferred format above standard. I know we're playing the same deck a lot as well, but we're trying to get different matchups, and so that way we're not showing you just kind of the same things over and over again. That being said, I would imagine this might be a similar matchup that we have seen before, and we'll see. We got this. There's a Blood Crypt. They are going to take two, so this could be Death Shadow. They might have a Thoughtseize here, which would be really bad for us. An Aether Vial. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Let's see what we can do here. We do get a turn one Boggle down, which is super helpful, because we do need to get something that'll stick. And then ideally we'll get something that gets around Lily as well. So let's go ahead and throw that down. And we just pass here. Pretty straightforward. Let's see. I assume they're going to tick this up, and we'll see what they could flash something in here. Worth noting, though, they're down to 4 cards in hand already, which is interesting. Let's see what they've got. All right. Mardu, huh? Is this humans, perhaps? I'm not sure. Again, guys, as a reminder, I'm learning Modern as we go through this. It's been quite a while since I've really gotten to do any Modern stuff, and so this is very much kind of not a new thing for me 100%, but it's definitely been a while since I've been able to do anything like this, and so it's new in the sense that we haven't done it for quite a while. I expect they take the Kor Spiritdancer here. That definitely seems like the best card. That being said, Hyena Umbra is quite good. And Ethereal Armor. All of them are pretty solid. Okay, they took the Ethereal Armor. Interesting. They can flash a 1-drop in here, which is scary. Certainly. Let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and Totem Armor up the Slippery Bogle. And I think we're just gonna keep going with these for now. We do have some card draw in the sense that we've got these Horizon Canopies, and so at some point we do have the opportunity to just draw into more, even without the auras coming off of the Kor Spiritdancer. So we'll see if this works out. It may not, I have no idea, but we're gonna try. Cool. See what the opponent decides to do. Obviously they can't block it, but they can flash something in. They've only got 3 cards available in hand though, so I'm hoping they just don't have very much, and we'll see. Cool, we got them. And they didn't flash anything in. That's certainly a good idea, or good for us, I should say, because Aether Vial is a scary card. For anybody that doesn't know how this works, you put a counter on it at the beginning of your upkeep if you would like, and then you can tap it to put a creature card with mana value equal to the number of counters on it just into play. Now, this gets around counters, this gets around a lot, but most importantly, it just kind of forces us to kind of think about their instant speed creatures, which unfortunately there will be many. They also have a draw option off of the silent clearing here. Gravecrawler. So is this just zombies? I have no idea. This is such a strange card. And why? Maybe they just drew that, and that's why they didn't flash it in last turn. It seems like kind of an obvious one to flash in off of the Aether Vial, but hey. Okay, here comes something. This has to just be Mardu Zombies, I suppose. All right, so they do hit Kor Spiritdancer here. Definitely annoying, but at the same time, our race is probably a stronger one. Assuming we can draw at least 1 or 2 more auras, we are in pretty good shape here. They do get to attack him for 2, which is fine. And we definitely need to draw some action. The only good news here is we've drawn quite a few lands, so I'm hoping we don't have many more to come off the top of the deck. Okay, come on, give me something. Oh, that's very good, actually. Okay, so we are not going to pay for that. Gonna go ahead and equip this up with that Spirit Link. This is just great. It offsets a lot of the damage that we're gonna be taking here. So the idea is that we crucially don't get lifelink. It just says anytime it deals damage, you gain that much life, which is hilariously funny in my opinion, because if you do have like a Daybreak Coronet or something along those lines, you can actually get basically double the lifelink or the life gain, which is kind of insane. So we gain 3 there. They're down to 9. My hope is they just don't have a way to deal with what we've got. Mardu, Tide Hollow Scholar, and Gravecrawler. They've only got 1 card in hand. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I really don't hate the odds here. I'm trying to think of what cards we would want in our sideboard. Leyline doesn't seem bad because it does shut down the Scholars. I mean, Path to Exile doesn't seem bad. Gaddock Teeg seems terrible. We could bring in the Seals to blow up the Aether Vials, but I don't know that I want to disrupt our game plan as much as that probably does. You know what I'm saying? That is something to consider. Also, you'll notice we're not leaving up on blocks very often. We're the aggressive deck at the moment. Like, yes, they're getting in for 6 damage here, and that's a lot of damage, but we are dealing 3 and gaining 3, which is offsetting by 6. And we have much more live, like, powerful draws that they probably, I hope at least, don't. Speaking of, let's go ahead and throw this here. And I think we're gonna just draw off the Horizon Canopy. There's a world where we end this game this turn, and so I do feel like that's worth it. Wow. Okay. Unfortunately, not a card we can play, but we do get a good attack in here. They've got so much they could do. I'm very curious about this, but I mean, we're attacking with a 7/6 in the air with first strike, so I really doubt they've got a more powerful creature to play. And they can't target removal. We gain 7, so we're back up to 21. So what's the out for them? Land Lily? That would be really bad for us. They do flash out a 3-mana spell. Okay. I mean, that's really good, but it's not going to solve their problem. They got to deal 21 damage. This deals 2. Plus 3, to be fair. And they're going to draw a card. Okay. So they're down to 1 land. Yeah, I'm into it. This is fine-ish. Crucially, they're not gaining life, which is really helpful for us. All right. So here we go. This should be their last turn. Let's see if we can do it. The only thing I'll say, Path to Exile doesn't seem great against a deck that is like a bunch of little dudes. You know what I mean? Like, it'll get rid of a key card, which I think is maybe useful, but in general, I don't love it. I do think Leyline is great. Leyline's really good. Also, I should mention, if you want to watch the deck tech of this, look at the first video, the first modern video. I believe it was Auras against, I don't remember. I recorded it earlier today and I have no idea what it is, but it was Auras against something. And we do include a deck tech with it that can you can kind of look through what we've got in the deck. It's also just posted down below, of course, but good to know one of their cards was a land. That's helpful. I'm thinking we might have this, and we don't even have to play the Daybreak Coronet, which is nice. It is a very powerful card, and it would potentially set us up just in case they happen to have some random thing. But there we go, guys. We did it. Let's move to sideboarding. What do we want? Again, Leylines seem good. I don't love Path to Exile, weirdly. Maybe 2 Seals. Gryff's Boon seems pretty reasonable in this scenario because it is something that is difficult for them to kind of deal with. Maybe it's the Spider Umbras we don't need. And what else do we cut here? All That Glitters is very good. Oh, Creatures seems very good. I don't know. Maybe it's something like this. We're really learning on the sideboard plan here, guys, because this is something I usually just don't do. That's part of why I play best of one on Arena. But I'm trying to push myself and learn. You know what I mean? It's not something we get to do very often, so I'd like to try. Interesting. I think we keep on the basis that we've got a Gladecover Scout as well as a Slippery Bogle. We know they have Tidehollow Sculler, but that's a turn 2 play, not a turn 1 play. And so while we don't have any of our sideboard tech, which would be really helpful, we do have at least some plays. We can start to outpower things with the first strike off of both of these. We definitely go Totem Armor on the... I think first before we drop the Ethereal Armor. They're essentially the same turn 1, but the Totem Armor is definitely better because the Totem Armor gives that little extra protection. All right, Blackcleave Cliffs. Not great. I'm assuming... Oh, okay, Gravecrawler. That's not good, but not... I mean, it's not the end of the world. That's helpful. It's really helpful, actually. I think we'll go this route. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't actually mind if I draw an extra land. We've got quite a lot that we'd like to play, and crucially, we want to set up a turn 3 where we can Kor Spiritdancer into one of our 1-drop enchantments. And so I don't really hate the idea of just drawing another land, so I don't really want to be deck thinning quite yet. We're going to take a hit for 2, I'm sure, but that's fine. We've got a threat down, so like a Tidehollow Sculler would be annoying, but at least we've got something that's down that's difficult for them to deal with, so... We will see. We will see. We will see. There's a Godless Shrine. They are going to take 2, so I do kind of expect a Scholar. They may have also sided out the Aether Vials. That's, like, not unreasonable. Okay. Not going to block, obviously. And what you got second main? Yep, there it is. What do we think they take here? Probably Kor Spiritdancer. Or the Umbra, maybe? I don't think it's Bogle. Maybe it is. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Let's be honest. I have no clue. We are on the back foot in terms of damage here, so we are going to need to be a bit careful. We got to choose our attacks kind of wisely. What they taking? What's it gonna be? Okay, Daybreak Coronet. Kind of okay with that because I can't actually play that yet anyway. That's fine. Windswept Heath. There we go. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and crack this. I think I just get a basic Plains. Do we want a Kor Spiritdancer, or do we want to... Do we think they sided out removal? Kind of the trick here. Let's do this. We're gonna play a Bogle. Really debating on this one. I'm not sure that this is correct, but we're gonna try it. We're trying to set ourselves up to get further into this game very quickly here. And then I'm going to Hyena Umbra. So what this allows is next turn Kor Spiritdancer into the Ethereal Armor. If they don't have another Scholar. If they do, and that's their entire turn, we still have outs because either one of those cards is really good. And so my hope is that if they do have a Tidehollow Scholar, they take... I don't even know. I don't want them to take either, but I don't feel like we're behind too far if they do that because we already have established that board presence, and so you know we've got live draws there. We'll see. We will see. Really interesting deck here, the Mardu Zombies list. I did not expect that at all. I don't believe I've seen this in my huntings through Modern as I was kind of getting prepared for this. They could have Blood Moon also. That would be a really annoying play, but I really doubt this is a Blood Moon deck. They've got too many, you know, like difficult, we'll say, mana costs. Okay, they're gonna get in for 4. I'm not blocking. We just take 4. And then again, I think we're just in the hopes of please don't have anything too crazy. Yeah. What you got? This does, the play that we'd made does get around quite a number of things. Okay. Very good card, but not actually against us. We kind of shut off half of this card just by playing what deck we're playing, so that's kind of cool. All right, that's fine. Let's see. Can we just get away with a basic forest? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and play this. We do have to worry about the Murderous Riders that they could potentially have in their hand, but I am going to go for this play here. We're kind of shields upping right now, but we are drawing a card and getting just a really powerful thing on the field, which is good. Yes, I would love that. Seal of Cleansing. Worth noting, these are artifact creatures, the Tidehollow Scullers, so this is a kill option for the seals. Which honestly I might should have brought in more, but that's okay. That's an option for us next turn for sure. So we don't get to attack in here, but we do have quite a bit of shields up going on right now. If they can't kill the Kor Spiritdancer, we're in really good shape. They did already burn their first Murderous Rider, so our hope is they just don't have another one. If they do, that sucks. If they just have a kill spell, that sucks. My thought is you generally try and side out some number of the kill spells against this deck because they're not great. Murderous Rider is a good option because it's still a creature. But one of their cards is a land, so that's helpful. Please don't have anything too crazy. I would love some lifelink, but again, that's where the... oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can have an Aether Vial. I honestly don't care about this at this point in the game because they've only got a card in hand. Seal of Cleansing is definitely going at that Tidehollow Sculler, and our hope is we just draw a land, to be honest. Please attack. Yeah, okay, thought so. So we are setting up a situation where they're going to be able to kind of multiple block a lot of things, but it's kind of okay. That's not great, but whatever. It's tapped. If it was an untapped land, it'd be amazing because we could then start going off with the Kor Spiritdancer. But this does get to kill the Tidehollow Sculler here. So that's one blocker out of the way. And now they can't kill the Kor Spiritdancer, crucially. So we get the Daybreak Coronet back to our hand. So for next turn, we've got some great options, and since there's really no reason not to unless they have a Damnation, which is, let me be very clear, a possibility. I don't think I'm too stressed about that, given they didn't play it last turn, and I think they would have. All right, so we do get to attack in with the Kor Spiritdancer. They can't kill this. They could block it, but they can't flash anything in with Aether Vial because it has no counters on it, and so I'm not really worried about anything. I'm gonna get in for the damage here. Sure, they can attack with Murderous Rider next turn if they want, but we're gonna start offsetting all of that with Daybreak Coronet. So as long as they don't have Damnation, we are theoretically set. They do have a counter here, but again, they've only got 2 cards in hand, one of which they didn't play last turn, so my assumption is it might just be a land. Yep. All right. Maybe. All right. Are they gonna attack in? Looks like yes. This has first strike. This might be damnation. That's a little bad. It's actually not the end of the world though, is it? I think we just block here and kill the, they can replay this if they want, but we save ourselves the damage, so. This has first strike, so it doesn't matter that this has the same or power that we have. Toughness. Please don't have damnation. All right. This is a little precarious, guys. I'm not gonna lie. One. Okay, just Gravecrawler. They wouldn't have played that first, so that should not be a damnation. That's really good. Okay. Whew. Just wipe that away if we did it. Let's move on. Gryff's Boon, huh? Well, we know we want to play this, and I do want to play it on the Kor Spiritdancer here. Despite knowing that there's some risk in doing this, like, this just seems like the better option. Another Daybreak Coronet, wow. Okay. That's really good. All right, cool. We did it, guys. That was amazing. Let's talk about this. All right, guys, so not an expected deck by any means. I was really not thinking we were going to find ourselves up against a zombies deck. However, Mardu Zombies, kind of a sick one. I will say they had some good plays, but I think, you know, our deck was well suited against theirs in general. I think that's just a tough matchup for a zombies list. And so I do think we were at a bit of an advantage in that regard. All in all, I mean, that was fantastic. I couldn't have asked for anything better. That was really, really good. I was a little worried that last turn. They had plenty of mana. They could have damnationed if they had it. And that's not an unexpected card in a zombies list. You have to think they can probably replay a lot of their deck. And so my expectation is they might actually have a damnation just so they could sweep board, replay some stuff, and then be able to kind of rebuild fast. But they didn't have it, and we did. So I couldn't be happier, guys. That was awesome. I want to thank you guys all for watching and being so patient. Again, I know this is not standard gameplay like our normal stuff, but it is something that is closer to my heart, and that's kind of where the direction I'd like to take the channel. I don't want to remove standard gameplay from the equation at all. It's still going to be the focus, but I do really like modern, and so I'm building my skills a little bit here until we can get to maybe a modern league. Where I'll feel hopefully a little more confident in the play pattern of the deck to be able to do that. So we will have some more of this, especially since I'm not going to be in town for quite a while. So I want to ensure that you guys are getting content. This is a little bit easier to record, I'll just be honest. And so thank you guys so much for supporting that. But guys, I love you all very much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.